Here we go, it's Turbulent here, and I'm going to make this video on what I like to call an aviation news special. This aviation news special will be a longer version of aviation news regarding the coronavirus outbreak. I made a video on this recently, yesterday in fact, a short unedited clip where I talked about the effects of my channel and the general aviation industry. In this video I'm going to be going into more depth on the aviation industry, what airlines are suffering and how the airlines are coping with it. Thank you for watching and enjoy the video. Airlines have had a very turbulent year so far that is having a massive impact on airlines themselves, the airports and the general aviation industry. Many airlines look like they won't make it, and one of them hasn't.
In the end, it went quietly. The check-ins Flybe has helped fill for 40 years, empty today. A gap left in regions across the UK.
A 40-year-old airline has reached the end of its life, and for some, the emotions were overwhelming.
In this video, I'm going to be looking at two main parts: the effect on the airlines and the effect on the airports. However, we might discuss some further topics as well in this video. Some airlines are taking urgent and major actions to protect themselves from going bankrupt during the coronavirus outbreak. The most major changes come from airlines such as Delta, SAS and Virgin Atlantic. Let me go into more depth. Delta Airlines have grounded 600 of their 900 aircraft. This is 70% of their fleet. They have grounded all types of aircraft they have in their mainline fleet. Not only have they grounded some of their aircraft, they've also sped up the retirement process of their MD-80s and 767s. Another airline that has suffered majorly is Virgin Atlantic. Virgin Atlantic is expected to ground 80% of its 41 aircraft. It's also cancelled many of its flights. Perhaps the most upsetting thing though that Virgin Atlantic has been forced to do is send many of its staff on an 8-week unpaid leave. They are the main two airlines I'm going to focus on, but I'm going to give some more information on other airlines in a big list. TUI cancels the vast majority of its holidays. EasyJet warns most of its fleet could be grounded, saying it will continue to operate rescue flights for short periods. Ryanair expects the majority of its European fleet to be grounded over the next 7 to 10 days. In countries where they are not grounded, growing restrictions can make flying impractical if not impossible. British Airways owner IAG says travel restrictions are having a significant and increasingly negative impact on demand on almost all of its routes. United Airlines will cut capacity by 50% in April and May. March also brought £1.2 billion less revenue than at the same time last year. Germany's TUI, AG and Scandinavian airline SAS will suspend most operations and apply for government help. In fact, this government help has now been approved. Iceland Air Group says it will cut capacity and reduce its salary costs significantly. Air New Zealand will cut jobs, reduce long-haul capacity by 85%. Australia's Qantas will add further cuts to the 25% reduction announced last week. We're now going to discuss more about how it's affecting airports. Airports are turning into ghost towns and many flights aren't leaving the airports and have been grounded. This is because many travel restrictions have been in place. As my channel is mainly based out of the UK, I'm going to be basing this part on the UK. Now there's so many travel restrictions I couldn't possibly read them all out, so I'm going to show you a list here. I will mention a few so this goes through. France have restrictions, Isle of Man have restrictions, Luxembourg, Moldova, Portugal. Spain and Sweden and Switzerland also have restrictions. In Asia, from Bangladesh to Brunei, Cambodia to India, Japan and Jordan and Lebanon. Many countries have these restrictions. In the UAE, we've got Vietnam. In the Americas, you have Argentina and Barbados, Chile and Colombia, El Salvador and Ecuador, Guatemala and Mexico, and many more. In Oceania, we have Australia, Fiji, the French Polynesia, and and New Zealand, Solomon Islands. In Africa we have Algeria and Egypt, as well as many other countries such as South Africa. Wow. In these uncertain times, airports are really struggling financially. Heathrow, Gatwick and Manchester actually wrote to the government asking for financial support. Thankfully this was accepted. I haven't really got anything left to talk about now. I really thank you for clicking on this video and watching my little video about the coronavirus outbreak in the airports and the aviation. I appreciate you checking out this video. If you'd like to subscribe, I would really appreciate that as well as liking and sharing this video. Thank you, check out the blog, and have a very nice day. Goodbye.